Good morning, everybody. Hope everyone's doing well. How is everybody doing today? Hey, else DoorDash. How's everyone doing today? Right now, I got a 14.75 a double order, or 13.75 double order, I believe. But yeah, just here to talk about DoorDash. If you're a consumer, what do you think about like the fees and stuff like that? DoorDashers obviously about people with no tips and stuff like that. Drop something down in the chat. Tell me what you think. What's your opinion? Let's have a conversation today. I'll try to make some money. How's everybody doing today? Anyone got any comments about dashing the tips? What do you think about the tips, guys, if you're a dasher? If you're just someone who orders DoorDash, what do you think about that? What do you think about tipping? What do you think about the prices of fees that DoorDash charges you? Almost here at this delivery, guys. Yeah, it's a double. about here? Yeah, the tip. I used to work for. I worked both models on DoorDash. I know the old pay, and I know this new pay. Anybody on here who was a part of the old DoorDash pay model or would like to know about what it was and why it went away? I kind of preferred the old model, but the new model doesn't make me mad either. So we are here at the restaurant, guys. All right, I'm here. I'm gonna pick up my orders. See how this goes. Guys, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel, guys. I need some subscribers. But yeah, if you guys got any comments about DoorDash tips? Out last night and wasn't having. She didn't do horrible, I don't think. Me personally, I don't think she did, but she wasn't happy because she has she has a regular job, but she DoorDash before that. And anyone who knows, if you take time off of DoorDash, it seems like it takes you a while for DoorDash to be like, okay, you're back on now. So we're gonna slow give you orders and see if you're gonna stick around, and then we'll give you good orders. Any of you guys ever have that problem where it seems like that's what they do to you? Now, I think I know that to be true. I've had it happen to me. But let's talk, guys. Drop some comments in below. What do you think of the DoorDash pay? What do you think of tips? What do you think of non-tippers? What do you think of how the platform's going? Is it busier? Has it gotten slower for you? Why do you think that is? And now, look, I've hit confirm order like 10 times on this one order, and it's not picking up. There we go. Finally. Got my order in the bag. It's double, so I had to break out the catering bag for that. But yeah, let me know what you think. Subscribe. What do you think about the pay? If you're a consumer, what do you think about the DoorDash fees that you get charged? I actually am a DoorDasher who's only DoorDashed one time. It was for my anniversary. Never DoorDashed because of the fees and stuff like that. Tell me what you guys think. But I appreciate you guys subscribe. Talk to me down in the chat. Let's have a conversation. The more we conversate, if you guys like the live, we'll get more people in here, guys. Liking, subscribing is free. And comments, guys. Once YouTube sees we got something going on in here, they'll throw more people to us, and we can have a better conversation with more people. But let's conversate with the couple people we have in here, guys. ladies and gentlemen, let's have a conversation while I DoorDash. But yeah, I'm on my way to go deliver these. This one's 4.5 miles away. Um, and then my next one's probably about the same amount of miles away. But it puts me right back in the zone, right in my area. So, like, not all miles and not all orders are created equally. Think about that when you deliver. Know that you can go put some stuff out. You can go out and land right back in a good spot. Now, if this would have been an order that put me in the middle of bumfuck Egypt, I wouldn't take. I wouldn't take it. I'm not doing that mileage, even though the pay is good. I'm not doing that type of mileage to get stuck in a non-zone where I'm gonna have to drive 10, 12 minutes back, knowing I can't get an order because I'm too far out. So, don't be shy, guys. Let's say hi. Tell me how you are. Tell me where you're from. What do you think about the tips? What do you think about DoorDash in general? Are you happy with the pay? Um, I can tell you about if you guys haven't been doing this a while, we can talk about the old pay model. And you guys know what the new pay model is. So we can see which one you like better. Yeah, the old pay model I like better. Um, but obviously, a lot of things happened that made that pay model go away. Um, if you want to hear about it, tell me in the chat. And if you remember the old pay model, tell me if you miss it. Just need some conversation going, guys. Like the live too. That's free. Subscribing is free. Not asking for any money. I'm just asking for a little bit of help and some conversation, guys. It's kind of weird and look stupid to be talking to myself, but I will, because I am that guy. Yeah, I didn't get up as early as I wanted to today. I wanted to get up early, but I didn't get to sleep till late. The plan was to get up at 5, but all plans don't come out right sometimes. So I got out at 7:30. So I just got on, guys. But what do you think about the DoorDash pay, guys? What do you think about tips? What do you think about people who don't tip? Like, does that make you mad? Do you not care? Let's bounce some opinions off each other. Let's talk. While I go deliver this order. Well, these orders. Let's see how each other thinks about the tips, about DoorDash's pay. And then we'll get into other conversations like your area, your zones. If you're a customer, tell us what you think about tipping. Do you think we're in a society where we overtip? A real disappointment. You know, I hear you. The thing about those things are, in some instances, I get it, but in some instances, it's crazy because at the end of the day, none of us need to order DoorDash. Therefore, if you order any service, if you're having a service done, I am a firm believer you should tip something. Like, I know we're all struggling as a society. I know things are tough. But if you order a service, my personal belief is you should tip something, $1, like anything. Like, I get it, people are struggling, and there are some people who can't leave their house. You have some older folk, because I know some people are like, older folk don't know how. Older people, it's become real easy for them to order DoorDash. DoorDash has made it so easy that, yes, even the older people who are on fixed incomes, can't order DoorDash or who can order DoorDash. The bad thing is we know as drivers and they know as people who buy it that it's like a $7 a fee. Now we get a little part of that fee that goes into our base pay. The merchant gets some of that fee, and then obviously DoorDash gets the rest of it so they can keep their app running, so they can keep maintenance going on with it and everything else. I saw somebody write a note the other day saying, sorry, I can't, sorry, I couldn't tip. I know I shouldn't even be ordering this food. Here's some candy, sorry. And I saw that note, and that hit me somewhere else. It was crazy because the person admitted, yeah, I know I'm doing something wrong, but and I feel bad in some instances for people like that. I mean, they have empathy. They're not what I like to call loser customers. Like they know what they're doing, but for whatever reason, if it's because they can't leave the house, they're hungry. Like we're all hungry. And I felt bad for that one. That one I felt bad for, and it's the people who at least acknowledge that. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know I should have, but you can't be mad at someone like that who comes out right off the bat and says, "I'm sorry." Hey, anybody who hasn't, can you guys subscribe to my channel and like the live? It will help us get more people in here. I would appreciate that so much. A real disappointment. Do you DoorDash? Or are you just a consumer of, like, do you order DoorDash? Yeah, like, do you order it? Do you work for DoorDash? Just trying to get some subscribers too, guys. It'll help this go to trying to build our community. Have somewhere where we can talk, where we can exchange ideas. We can have conversations like this. I like having conversations. Um, you're a consumer? Okay. Well, yeah, because I also do these videos because I know some of the consumers, like I've been doing this for this is my 5th year. I've been full time. I was a single dad. I'm not anymore. I have a wife. But at the time, I was a single dad who needed the flexibility. My kid, you know how that goes if you have kids. If they are sick, you have to leave. And you know some jobs don't understand that. And I really needed something with flexibility. And oh, you do? Yeah, see, I was general manager for like 15 years at now they didn't have DoorDash or anything like that when I was in fast food, but I was general manager for 15 years. So yeah, I get that. Um, the tough thing about being a customer, like, see, you have IHOP, like a restaurant where you have waitresses who get tips, who sit down, who have customers in their thing, and they know they're getting tips. And IHOP isn't as bad for it anymore as it used to be. But when we would come in as DoorDashers, because, yeah, who we're getting for is a customer, but they're not a customer sitting down. Therefore, they wouldn't make us a priority. And sometimes you could look right at your order, say something, and still wait for your food for 15 minutes because their priority was people in the building that they knew were going to tip them right away, like when they were done. Not realizing or caring that the person we were trying to get food for put an order in too and paid money at their restaurant. They just weren't sitting there. So, like, I have run into things like that where some places, and not so much anymore, but a little bit, some places put more priority on, like, the people who are there, especially in places where they tip, where you sit down and eat, than DoorDashers. What makes it tough on us then for our customers because we could be late or we could have an issue and it's not our issue, but we're the last person the customer sees. So unfortunately, as you know, when caca goes downhill, they're going to blame, usually, not always, but usually the last person they see, which is the DoorDash driver. And I stay in contact with them, and sometimes they're like, okay, I understand, but that's because some of them aren't confrontational. They'll just say whatever, and then you realize you got like a 1-star rating from the customer. So, and thank you for liking the live. I appreciate you. Let me explain to you how DoorDash's pay used to work. Tell me what you think of DoorDash. Oh, no, we're not employees. I'll call us employees. Um, they were sued because they found out, because of word of mouth from the customer saying, "Hey, did you get my $10 tip?" And when we realized, no, I didn't sue anybody, but when DoorDashers realized I only got a $6 tip, or I only got a $7 tip from the customer, they realized that in their orders were being, their tips were being taken by DoorDash, and they obviously had a problem with it. And this is where DoorDash screwed up. They sued them. It came out in open court, in a federal court, that DoorDash was like, yeah, we did it because we put, say, like someone got tipped $10 and we took $2 or $3 from them. We put it in a pot. This way, no DoorDasher ever got a $2 or $3 order. Everyone would get a $5, $6 order. They would basically, if a customer wouldn't tip or it was longer mileage, they would put more money into the tip for the customer, for the DoorDasher, so they didn't feel like that it was a poop order. Well, needless to say, DoorDash lost that lawsuit, had to pay, and it wasn't much. I think they had to pay like $500,000 because it was only to maybe a dozen drivers at the most. And when they did that, they also said, okay, we're changing our pay model. What we're going to do is quite simply, you can have 100% of your tip, no problem. But we're done putting money in the middle of the pot. So if you get a $3 order, that's a $3 order. And that's why we see, as drivers, all these $2, $3 orders now, because DoorDash stopped putting money in the middle, because wrongly they were taking the tip, part of the tip from the driver without letting the driver know that they were doing it, and they were putting that in the pot, which was wrong. Now, me personally, I worked for both models. I'm working for this one now. I prefer the old model better. Like, I still make the same money, but it hurts my feelings to see $3 orders, $2 orders for the ones that don't tip. And I'm not the person that's going to complain about people not tipping, because at the end of the day, it's my decision whether I take the order. Yeah, it hurts my feelings to see it, and sometimes I'll take those orders when it's early in the morning and I know it's not quite busy yet, and know that might be the only order I was going to get for 15 minutes, so I might as well do it. So yeah, I personally prefer the old model. DoorDash 100% should have let DoorDashers know, hey, I'm going to take like 2% of your tip, but here's why. And then if they still wanted to sign up as a DoorDasher, then great. They were let known in the beginning. Um, that's where DoorDash screwed up. And truthfully, most people would have still signed up anyways, because okay, cool, you're taking a couple dollars. That's no more different than if you work at a job that you wear a uniform and the job clean, and you have to submit your uniforms at the end of the week. That's no different than if a job's charged you $30 to clean a uniform. when they don't give you the option of you cleaning it yourself. So, I mean, I don't see much of a difference there between Jobs doing it to you and DoorDash, except for the Jobs at least let you know right up front what they're going to do. So, anyone else have any things about the tips or anything about DoorDash? Any questions? Like, I know you're a consumer. Because another reason why I do this is because consumers can watch me dash. They can also see how this process goes on our end from the minute we pick up the order to the minute we deliver the order. And so they know what can be our struggles to get to them, why we might be a couple minutes late, whether it's restaurant issues, traffic issues. Now, don't get me wrong, you got some Door Dashers that pick up an order and be like, oh, I got to go say hi to my auntie real quick. and they're going to talk to a friend for a couple minutes, and before you know it, they're 6 minutes late, and the person's food might be cold. So you have those issues too, and I get it. But I just like to show everybody what we do. People who don't, especially people who don't know what we do. We know what we do. Like, I'm here when I have Door Dashers come in here and conversate with me. I'm here to bounce ideas off them and to see if I can't help them do things a little better, make a little more money, and stuff like that. I got videos that tell Dashers tips to make more money and try to help them as much as I can. But I also like to do this for the people who don't. Orders coming quick today. And thank you for liking the live too. I appreciate that. I'm sure you subscribed, and I appreciate that. Yes. Now DoorDash lets you know. I guess people were mixing up double orders. I've never have. Knock on not wood. But I do know they tell you now, do not forget to do this order, not the other one, as you're dropping off, which tells me people were delivering wrong orders. You got to be careful. It's not hard to mix up. I'll give it that. It's pretty easy to if you're not paying attention. We're off to a great start, guys. But yeah, like I said, I can't complain. I've been out for 30 minutes and I made $13.50 so far. So far, not so bad. If anyone's got any questions or want to talk about anything with the DoorDash model, whether it be the fees that they charge you, got outrageous fees, and is that, do you think, a reason why people aren't tipping as much? Because it depends on what area you live in, but they're charging anywhere from like $5 to $8 for the service fee. So, like, are people thinking, I'm already being charged $5, $8. Why am I tipping anymore? I mean, I absolutely think that's a possibility. That could be why people aren't tipping as much. And some people, not all people, are doing that. Let me get a view of my road real quick, guys. This is my town. This is where I live. I can still see the chat, guys. But yeah, I'm curious of what you guys' opinions are. Like, what you think about DoorDash, whether you DoorDash or whether you don't DoorDash, and you like a real disappointment. Works in the food industry. So does it make your business a real disappointment? Like, really busy because of the DoorDash orders, or is it not as much. I don't know what industry. I mean, you look food industry, but I don't know if it's a restaurant, fast food. But does it actually increase your business? Because I live in a really busy area. I live about 70 miles outside of DC, called Winchester, Virginia. So, hey, thank you for all those notes on the side, guys. I appreciate it. Keep it going. Let's get it going. But yeah, I live in Winchester, Virginia. It's like I said, about hour and 10, maybe an hour and 15 minutes away from DoorDash, from DC. So we have a lot of people who've moved to our town, so they didn't have to pay as much in housing, and they have built our town up so much. We used to be a farmland back when I was a kid, and very little farms anymore, guys. So what are you guys doing today? If you guys don't want to talk about DoorDash, maybe, guys, just to show you, I got a great order. 22.50 for 11 miles. It's a shop and pay order. It is only 6 miles. So I've got a 22.50 on for 11 miles, and it's only 6 items. And let's see what the items are real quick. I know Martin's like the back of my head. It's all one item. It's liquid fruit pecan, liquid fruit pectin pouches. 6 of those. I will literally be in the store for about 3 minutes, because on these ones they tell you what aisle to go to most of the time. So as long as they tell me what aisle this is, I'll be out of here in like 3 minutes. And it's paying me $22.50. Figure you guys like the scenery a little bit. Start looking at my ugly bug. I'm about to get back on camera in about 60 seconds. So YouTube has all these rules and regulations, and I don't like to do anything while I have orders in the car. And my car smells really good. So I'd like it to stay that way, so customers are comfortable with my DoorDashing and their care of their food. But at $22.50, guys, 11 miles. It's taken me 3 miles to get there, so it's going to be $22.50 basically for 8 miles. And it's only going to take me 3 minutes to shop. Anyone who's new in here, if you guys can subscribe and like the live, it will help us get pushed out on the YouTube algorithm, and it'll also help me. Both of them are free. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe or like. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers, guys. I started 8 days ago. I'm at 146 subscribers. So, like, my videos, people like some of my videos, and I'm learning. Like, I'm learning how to edit on the go. So, you'll see some of my older videos, you'll be like, oh my God. And then you'll see some of my newer videos, and you'll be like, oh, okay, I get it. He was learning. He's learning how to edit. So, be patient with me, but yeah, come support this community and become a member of the community. Have nice conversations where everybody will respect everyone's opinion, no matter what their opinion is. That's the type of person I am. I know you see some of these lives where people be calling people names and stuff. That really isn't me. I'm not calling anyone names. I might have people in my chat be calling me names, but I'm not gonna. You'll never hear me call anybody names. You'll never hear me disparage. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. A real disappointment. I really do. I'm learning. Like I said, I'm learning how to edit. I'm learning how to do everything. And I'm also learning how to find me. I'm generally a really funny guy that's very has a lot that's charismatic, so to speak. But I'm trying to figure out where to find that again, because when this red light turns on, you get in front of people. For whatever reason, I clam up a little bit. So as I find myself more in this space, more of my natural self will come out once I get comfortable with this and doing it. Like, it's something I wanted to do for a while. I've watched videos, I've watched other people's content, and I enjoyed it. But a lot of it was coming from people who haven't done it long, who have done it long, but maybe were a little more negative. So I wanted to bring a more positive spin on it with good information, and information that I know is good. I've done for, this is my 5th year. So I wanted to give that kind of spin on it. Not everything has to be negative. Not everything has to be doom and gloom, if you know what I mean. So that's my position on that. Sorry, I'm back. I'm generally a happy person. We're almost at Walmart. Or Walmart, wow. Martin's, by the way. We're probably about 2 lights away from it. Um, yeah, I'm gonna make one video a week. I'm gonna make some shorts, but I'm gonna do a couple of these lives a week, because I found out that these lives can also, like I said, I'm just starting out, so this is only my 3rd live. So I know these lives can help you get more eyeballs on your product, and they can get more people to watch you, more people to subscribe. Um, so that's how my content's going to come out. I'm going to do 1 video a week. Sometimes it'll be a how-to. Sometimes it'll be like my ride-along video, see how my day went, also where people can see why I took orders that I did. And basically, he took 3-4 orders that were crap. What is he thinking? And then at the end of the day, they see I make $160 in 5 hours, 140 in 4 hours, and they're like, is there something to what he's doing? Should I take the occasional bad order? Is DoorDash reward people? Because I'm a believer. DoorDash rewards you for not taking the best orders all the time. What I learned about that a long time ago was, yeah, they'll give you a couple good orders, and if that's all you're taking, you won't see another order again for a while. So I learned that real quick about DoorDash. Um, we are here, but it's 6 of them. So this isn't going to take as long, guys. We'll be in here pretty quickly once I can get my butt out of the car. I don't even know if I need a cart. It's only 6 items. I don't even know what it is. Certo Premium Liquid Fruit Pectin Pouches. I don't think I need a cart. We'll find out though. But yeah, $23.50, guys. Aisle 9, pantry. Let's find out. Yeah, could you please subscribe and like the live?
That's my first.
I like this thumbs up. Okay, so this might be something that takes me a minute to find. I am in the right aisle. Yep. Looks like I will just have to go up and down. There we go. Found it. Yep, 6 of them, guys. That was pretty quick, right? It took me about 45 seconds to a minute to find what I needed, but I found it.
If you have a bonus card, please scan it now. Place your item in the bagging area. If you have a bonus card, please scan it now. Your bonus card has been accepted. Please scan it now. Your bonus card has been accepted.
All right. Pay for it with the red card, guys. Get out of here.
Scan coupon now. Insert coupon into scan coupon. Please wait. System processing. Please follow the instructions on the pin pad. Please follow the instructions on the pin pad.
You too, buddy. It's a crazy world we live in too. Ain't real disappointing. Every time I turn on the news, something bad happens. The news is depressing. And see, this is all I got. 1 bag, 6 boxes, same item. $22.50, I think. No. Yeah, have a good day. Yay. Well, I had to get this order. It's a really good one. I don't care. It's like 8 miles away from here. Hopefully it's highway 8 miles. All right. Yep, it's gonna be highway miles, guys. It's a town probably, it says 8.8 miles away from here. So 12 minutes though, so it's all highway. I can get down with that. I mean, highway makes me a little nervous, but I don't mind. It's a really good order. So let's talk. Anyone new in here? A real disappointment's doing all the talking in here, guys. If you're new, say hi. Tell us if you're a DoorDash or not. What do you want to talk about? I swear, it's the people. I don't worry about my driving. It's other people who drive, who can't drive sometimes. Like, I have to worry about them, not myself. As much as we've made things hand-free, I see more people still texting on their phones. Siri could talk to her to text. Hope everyone's having a good day. We, like I said, are on a $23.50 order, I believe. Show you some highway, guys. Talk to me. Let me know what you think about my channel. And let me know what you think about DoorDash, whether you dash or whether you order DoorDash, or what do you think about customers' tips? Should they tip? Are they obligated to tip? I do remember where we got into a situation where people were talking about people were over tipping, especially in the COVID era. And once we came out of COVID, people said that the customers were over tipping and that it would eventually bounce back to normal. What do you guys think? Was there ever a time where you guys thought, yeah, I'm gonna tip a little more, we're going through a tough situation? Whoever created highways was a genius. If I were trying to get here through like town, if I completely didn't like highways, it would take me 25 minutes to get to this place. With this beautiful highway, it's only going to take me another 8-9 minutes. Don't worry, guys, I'm still here. I just got your comment. I appreciate that. Every watch helps. Every like helps. I appreciate you so much. Real disappointment. I just commented back, but I just want to tell you I really do appreciate you. Thank you for subscribing. And yeah, every video watch helps. Every like on that video helps. Um, we are about 6 minutes away from delivery. Just wait, real disappointment. Eventually, this channel is going to take off. And when it does, I appreciate the early ones who came in here. I really do. I started a TikTok a year ago, and I only was on TikTok for about 7 months. And I got about 13,000 friends on TikTok. Now, I don't do TikTok anymore, but I told them, I said, I'll start a community. We start from nothing. We start from zero, and we will get there. I went and only had like 4 or 5 people in my lives, and then it blew up to where I'd have 70, 80, 90, 100 at a time in my lives. So I'm willing to put in the work, drop the content. I need you guys to come join me when you can. I know we're all busy people. Watch a video here and there, throw a like up on it, and just help each other out. Guys, if you guys have a channel, also let me know. I'll go watch some of your stuff, throw some likes on. I'm not only here to get support, But a lot of my content that I watch is on YouTube. So I'm a big supporter of YouTube content creators. So I do appreciate all the help, all the love you guys are showing me. But yeah, we're about 4 minutes away, guys. Sometimes I think my ugly mug might distract people from what to watch. Never leave home without your sanitizer, guys. Especially, guys, if you're a smoker. I know people smoke. Um, so that will help the most. And just lets people know you're not a dirty person. You're not like smoking all up on their stuff and then trying to handle their stuff with cigarette smoke fingers. So keep some hand sanitizer on you at all times, guys, in your car. Your customers will appreciate it. And your hands will be cleaner. And it'll help from getting the flu, COVID, stuff like that. So it really helps on all aspects. It's a win-win. We're about 3 minutes away, 1.6 miles. We're on a slow road though. Well, it's about to be fast again. It was 35. No, it's whatever you want it to be. Apparently, there's no speed limit. That can't be true. 55. Finally, there's a gap where it gave me no speed limit. Thank you for the second. I know, Curry. Let's go. You see, I got someone talking to me. Real disappointment, Curry. I wasn't sure you were going to be on today, buddy. Um, I thought honestly, I thought you said you were working today. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get on, but Curry, hey Curry, real disappointments in here. Real disappointment. This is Curry. This is someone who's here for everyone ever since. I'd like to introduce you guys. I believe both of you guys are still here. So we were talking about tips, Curry, and whether what do you think about customers not tipping? Do you think there's a reason for it? Like DoorDash charges a lot for your convenience fee. So we were not much, man. So we were just wondering if you think that's what plays into the customer not tipping is the fact that they get um, they get charged anywhere from $5 to $7, $8 just for the convenience fee, delivery fee, or whatever the hell it's called. I don't order DoorDash, so I honestly I don't know what it's called, but I do know there's a fee, and I know we get a little part of it because that's what goes into our base pay. And real disappointment. Curry is a part-time Door Dasher. He has a normal 9 to 5, but he moonlights on DoorDash. So, and a real disappointment is a consumer. Jeez, consumer. I can't even talk. Got my second order though, Curry. Guess what? It was $22.50. It was $22.50.
The customer requested you leave the order at their door. Additional instructions are provided in the Dasher.
Go all the way down the gravel driveway on the left. Okay, so now that'll be the right. Yeah, I know. Um, I'll look at the chat in a second. I'm just trying to figure out where I'm going. Go all the way down the driveway on the left. So that would be here. Okay. Yeah, I see where I'm going now. It's a little hidden. Yeah, it was, and guess what, Curry? It was a Walmart or Martin's. You know how the Martins are good for me. It was 6 items, but it was the same item. Just needed 6 of them. So that one paid off pretty well. I was in there for 3 minutes. It did take me a minute to find the damn box, but at my delivery, and then we'll see what you said. Yeah, no, here's my opinion on the not tipping thing. And I have this opinion whether I worked in an industry where tips were big for me or not. It's twofold. Um, I think one, some people don't have money like on a fixed income, and they DoorDash makes it really easy for like your elderly people to order DoorDash. And if they're on a fixed income and they're already being charged some ridiculous fee or whatever, okay. But for the most part, my theory is nobody needs to order food. Like you can spend a lot less on groceries and make food at home. But if you want to order food, then you should tip something. It's going around on the internet that some driver the other day got a note from a customer saying, "Sorry, I'm too broke to tip. I shouldn't have ordered the food. Here's some candy. Sorry." And when I saw that, I was like, man, like I felt bad for that person. I was like, yeah, that person's hurting. They're like even saying I shouldn't have ordered the food, but I did. Here's some candy. Hey, the candy's your tip, guys. Anything can be your tip. But I felt bad for that person. Like genuinely felt bad. Um, but for the most part, if you're gonna order the food, tip something, $1. It doesn't matter. Just tip something. Don't I don't want to see that $0.00 tip for me going 6 miles to find out most of the pay I got was from DoorDash, or all the pay I got was from DoorDash. Not most, but all of it. Look at us having two. Where am I going? Okay. Yeah, this was a good order. 22.50. One thing, 6 of them. Really good. But that's what I think about the tipping thing. Like, but again, it's still up to us. Like, you won't hear me complain about a no tip because usually no tips you can tell before you take them. Therefore, you know they're not going to be a tip, so don't get bent out. That don't tip, they have to understand that their food could be waiting because in my area I've seen like 3 or 4 items at like Chipotle on certain days sitting there from Door Dashers, and I'll go in and out of Chipotle, and in an hour span that food is still sitting on that counter, and no one's taking the order, so their food just sits there. And so like I also think like as a consumer who orders DoorDash, they have to know going in, they have to make it worth the while, especially when we have gas prices going up and down. But they're at my area right now, it's $2.99 a gallon, and that's up from 2 months ago when we were at like $2.69. So, like, people have to understand, for us drivers, gas prices are going up. Gas sucks. So, thank you, lady with the directions. I forgot I had directions on. I was so far back in this little area, I had no idea how to get back out. So many same looking streets, and I took a bunch of turns. So I'd have tried to get out on my own. I'd probably be in Mississippi right now. And I appreciate you guys liking and subscribing, guys. I got two amazing people in here right now. So thank you so much for coming. Um, are you working today, Curry? I didn't even know that one avenue was still a decent order to me. Well, no, I 100% agree. Like, there are plenty of orders out there that still pay good, and you realize, oh, this is a good order. And then, like, I had one yesterday, I believe. It paid me like $7.75 or $8, and it was no tip. But it was good. It was like 5 miles, but it was a good one. Like, so you'll have your good ones. Oh, you're heading up my way to look at an apartment in Winchester? That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, Old Town's pretty cool. Um, well, hell, man, if you end up moving up here, you'll have to obviously let me know, and we'll have to get together. Um, I know you work during the week until the evenings, but we'll definitely have to get together, brother. I know I work until the evenings, so because I don't do DoorDash on the evening time, so I'm over that mess. Almost to Dunkin'. We're 3 minutes away, guys. Yeah, they're pretty good down there in Old Town. So you shouldn't have a problem with their apartments or townhouses or whatever you're looking at by Old Town, whether it's a house, apartment. But yeah, it's a good area. Hopefully today's pretty good. Like I hope today's a good day. Oh, then yeah, that's the perfect spot. Also, there's some good things to do around there. You have all like I don't know if you drink or what, but you got all the brew pubberies there. You got the old restaurants. Sam, I'm in Winchester. How are you doing? Please, if you could like the live and subscribe to the channel, I would appreciate that so much. I'm new. I'm 8 days into this, so if you could help me out, I would appreciate it so much. And but I live in Winchester, Virginia. Um, where are you at? I'm at my Dunkin' Donuts right now to get my order. So let's go get this order and let me know where you're from. Thank you for the like and for subscribing. I'd appreciate it. How you doing, sir?
Bacon, egg, and cheese on a multigrain. Order for Katie.
Are you a DoorDasher, Sam? And if so, where's your area at? Thank you for the like.
Anybody winning on
Yeah, me. Steffi,
DoorDash? Yeah.
I appreciate you, buddy. How's your day going?
Well, I gotta go.
Oh, it's going so far so good.
Yeah, making good money.
Yeah.
That's good.
Thank you. Have a good day. Oh, you're from Saudi Arabia? It's pretty cool. I like talking to people from all over the place. How is it where you're at? Is it like where at in Saudi Arabia are you from? I am familiar with some of the towns. Have a great day. I assume, Sam, do they have DoorDash? I, I I don't know. I don't want to assume anything, but do they have DoorDash in Saudi Arabia or any other type of delivery service? And Sam, what do you think about tipping? Like, and where you're at, do you think tipping is necessary for like people who deliver your food and stuff like that? Do you think it is what it is? I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. That'd be pretty cool though. Tell me what. Here's what I tell you. If they got DoorDash in Saudi Arabia, and if in my pipe dream, Curry, my channel does anything that I envision it one day, it's going to take a while. I will personally go to Saudi Arabia and DoorDash in that market. Oh, you guys don't accept tipping? Do they pay you pretty good though then if you guys don't accept If you guys don't accept tips, I'm assuming they pay you guys pretty good. Okay. Well, see, that's the difference. Like with some of our orders, like if you'll read the comments below, like here in the States, some of the orders will pay fine with or without a tip. But I come from the firm belief that if you're gonna ask to be provided a service here, then you should tip because they get charged a service fee. Is for here in America, it's anywhere from like $5 to $8 just to order DoorDash, please. And then a tip on top of that. And sometimes if they don't tip, then their orders will sit for a while because DoorDash will only pay us so much for taking an order. So that's how it works here with ours. But I'm glad to hear about yours, and I'm really interested. That's pretty cool that you guys make a lot of money. Now, is that job? That's a delivery job? You got me interested now, Sam. I like the fact that your last name on here is the town I'm from. Okay, so it is a delivery. Okay. I mean, that's pretty cool though. But see, that's the thing. Like other countries have things set up a whole lot of different ways than we do, and that's the one thing I like learning about other countries. I like learning into history. I love learning into like Europe and Middle East and stuff like that about the way they do things because I'm never a firm believer that there's only one good way to do something. You think you can do something six different ways, and they're a good way to do it. So I love learning about how different cultures, different uh, parts of the world do things. And from what are you in a really big part of Saudi Arabia, like a really well developed? Because I do know you have your. I mean, everyone thinks Saudi Arabia, they think of the kingdom, but I know everything isn't like that around. Not all of Saudi Arabia is like that. So, do you live in a good part? Do you live in a really booming economy? Are you in what I like to call like the the slums, the novella? So you got me all interested now, George. Or saying I'm thank George because I'm delivering on George Street. That's pretty cool, ain't it, Curry? The way they do things out there, that they pay them enough money that they automatically off the tip don't or off the break don't tip or don't accept tips. Yeah, well, they deliver on bikes in DC. I mean, you know that, but they also are more on top of each other in the middle of DC. So thank you, Sam. I appreciate you. Now we're doing good so far. We're at like $41, and we haven't been on too long. Check some of my videos out. See how we actually do it here. It's pretty interesting. Well, this has been a good day, Curry. Getting some interaction. Got a $5 for 2.4 miles, Curry. That's a pretty good one. Look at my catering bags. Just sitting there looking all pretty. Have you ever delivered in DC, Curry? Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining me. I'm on my way to go get a DoorDash for $5, I believe. $5 for 3 miles. Well, the gas isn't too bad here. I mean, I'm sure the gas is cheap for you guys. You guys create a multitude of it. How much is the gas there? Guys, like, subscribe. Tell me what you guys think about tipping. Please like this live. It'll get more people in here. Trust me, we did it yesterday. We had like 2 people in here. We already got like 4. And people keep coming in and out. Yeah, I'm curious how much the gas is there. But yeah, Curry, have you ever worked at DC? Like DoorDash? So I've been having problems, Curry, right? With you know how you set your phone up in the thing, how the sun can eventually make it overheat. So I'm thinking about going and getting all my windows tinted. Holy shit. I like how you guys go by liters too. They do the same thing in Canada. Um, 20 cents. Wow. Man, they take care of you guys out there, don't they? How many liters does it take to fill up your car? I'm curious about that. But yeah, I'm thinking about going to get my windows all tinted. This way I don't have a problem with the sun and messing up and just keeping my car cooler. We're coming up on summer, so it's going to make it a hell of a lot hotter than it has any business being. Hey, we got 2 subscribers just in this one from um, Sam and Real. I appreciate both of you guys. I really do. Oh, you got a Chevy Impala. Okay. So what you're saying is it takes you $12 to fill up your Chevy Impala? No, that's where it's mounted. It's mounted on the windshield. Um, but the sun comes down on it. I don't have that, like, you know, when you get your cars tinted, you have that strip across your windshield from the mirror. No, this sun is real. I don't know what it is, and especially with these iPhones, it's not good. It shuts my phone down. Like I could put it here, but it would be looking up at me, and I just think, well, that's pretty cool. And I just think for a better visual, straight on is better than looking up at me. I could be wrong, but that's what I personally think. That's cool, Sam. That's awesome. See, I think we could learn so much from other people if we just talked and found out what was going on in other places of the world. Don't always believe what you hear sometimes. But that's crazy. You guys do come from the kingdom, so I mean, I know their gas, that's their business, oil. So yeah, and see, if I'm going to be doing these streamings, I can't really afford, because if it shuts down my phone, there goes my live. So I was pricing how much it would be to tint all my windows, and honestly, the price I got wasn't that bad. It was like 350 to tint all my windows. So I think I might do that. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Have a good day, Sam, if you're leaving. Let's go get the order, guys. Yeah, we can learn a lot from other places, man. I'm a firm believer in that. I don't think we know everything. And I think people who think they know everything are people who don't flourish. You know what I mean? Waiting at the McDonald's, waiting on this order. It's $5. Hopefully, I can get it soon. If you guys are new here, please like and subscribe. Like the live up in this corner. Hit the subscribe button. I would appreciate you. We're here just working, having a conversation. You guys got any if you have an opinion on tipping or how business is in your area? Yep, the DoorDash model pay. Hey Curry, do you know about the old DoorDash pay? Do you know about the old DoorDash pay and why it went away? All right. So what happened was back when I first started DoorDashing, you would never see $2 or $3 orders ever. Well, about 12 people took and sued DoorDash in a class action lawsuit saying that they weren't getting all their tips. That's because they were talking to customers. Customers like, hey, I tipped you $10, and they were saying, oh, I only got 8. So where DoorDash screwed up was DoorDash was taking like a small percent of tips, of your bigger tips, and they were putting it in the middle of the pot, so to speak. And if there was any $2 or $3 or $4 orders that were horrible, they would take the money that they put in the pot and they would put it into those orders, so no one ever had to see a $2 or $3 or $4 order. Well, what happened was the class action lawsuit, the DoorDashers won. They didn't win much money. I think it was like $500,000 total, split between all 12 plaintiffs. And DoorDash said after that, okay, well, we will give you 100% of your tips, but we are not going to put any money in the middle um, to make these bad DoorDash orders good. So that's why you see 2 or 3, sometimes $4 orders now, because DoorDash gives 100% of the money and of the tip, but they don't put anything else into it. If you ask me my opinion, personally, I like the old way a little bit. Now I make the same amount of money regardless, but I do like the old way better because it hurts my feelings seeing the $2 or $3 or $4 orders. Like, you don't have to take them, but they hurt my feelings just seeing them because I went 2 years without seeing a bad order like that. You could pretty much take 85% of the orders you got that hit your phone. You could take 85% of them back then. Now you're taking, if you want to be a top dasher like me, you got to take 70% regardless. But that's where you get in that wave of you have to take some bad orders to keep the percentage up. Because if you don't, you're going to look at 50% and then lose all sorts of priority access to orders. So I only prefer the old way because it hurts my feelings to look at those small orders. And DoorDash should have been honest in the beginning. If they would have said in the beginning when you sign up, hey, we take a small percentage of your order to give to other drivers, or a small percentage of your tip to give to other drivers, so no one has a bad order, they would have been good, and people still would have signed up and done it. You know what I mean? Just DoorDash screwed up by not making people aware of it, and it was dumb on their part. But for someone who gets big orders, I wouldn't have minded saying, hey, take a couple dollars here and there so no one has a bad order. But I want us all to do good. I'm not a greedy door dasher. I'm not like, oh, I want all the money. I want us all to make money. I want everyone to be okay. So that's my opinion on that. Still waiting on my order. There's one of the bags. They're working on the other one. Um, every once in a while, you'll get an order like this, guys, where you're waiting. No point getting bent out of shape.
Oh, 100% it would have been in place. No one would have been able to sue because it would have been right up front before you even signed up. This is what we do. Because I like that part. I liked not seeing those bullshit orders. I liked being able to know that I could take 85% of the orders. Now I'm taking 70%. Thank you so much. All right, you too. Thank you. Have a good day, sir.
Yep.
But yeah, DoorDash should have been real honest with people. That's their fault. They looked bad doing it, and that hurt the DoorDash community for a little bit. If I'm going to be honest with you, like consumers especially looked at DoorDash like they were crooks. And then if they're crooks, why am I going to do business with them? So there was a little time there where it was tough to be a DoorDash driver, and it had nothing to do with us. It had everything to do with DoorDash's practices, and then they came out and looked shady. So people weren't as for a little while there, people weren't ordering DoorDash like they had been. So it was tough for a little while. Now things got back to normal after a while, um, but it was tough there for a little bit. What I've noticed too with these lives, Curry, is it helps some of my videos because if someone's and helps a couple people come in and out. Now a lot of people don't stick around. We're still building a community up, guys. But it helps my videos get view, and when they view the video and they see that red ring around my name and it says live, then they come in here and they just see what it's about. So like you've seen, not a lot of them talk. Like I think we've only had 5 or 6 people talk, which is a lot better than what it first was, Curry. So we're getting there, buddy, and I appreciate you so much. Um, and like I said, if if I get to 500 subscribers, I'm going to give away either a pizza bag or a catering bag, and it's not going to be a cheap one. It'll be a good one. Um, but the only way I can do that is I have to go and see who commented in my chats, and then pick one from there because it doesn't give. Not everybody has their setting on let people know when I subscribe to their channel. Some of them are still anonymous. So the people who want to comment in the chat are going to be the ones that the only way I know who subscribed for sure, and then go from there. Yeah, absolutely. And I plan on doing my next video next week. Um, I think it's going to be another one of my DoorDash drive alongs, 8-9 minute video. And like I said, it won't all be good videos. I like good, like, look at the money. There'll be some bad days. And there'll be some times where I'm talking and being like, look, this is how you got to work through these bad times. And there are always going to be bad times, but with bad times are great times. So I'm not going to be the driver that makes everything look great because guess what? That's not real. That's not reality. Things aren't great all the time. There are bad days. You know that. And I don't want no one coming and watching my video being like, this isn't real. There's bad days. I'm a dasher. I get it. But that's also why I'm doing these lives so people can see what I do in real time. So they know what kind of money I'm making for real. So when they see a video, they're like, okay, that makes sense because I watched him live and he was working for 6 hours and made $130. So that's real. It would sound like I'm about to get bit by an ankle biting dog. Boy, I need to get in some shape. And shape's not round. I'm not out of breath or nothing, but boy, you do some steps for like 8, 9 times in a day. We got 2 amazing people in here. Say hello if you're new. Oh, do I want to do this? $13 for 13. $13, 13 miles. At the last second, I took it. We're going to do it. 13 for 13. It's 4 miles to get there, so it's going to be 13 for about 9-mile drive. All I'm worried about is that overall money. So now let's see. What is it? 30-pound bag of dog food. Okay, I know exactly where I'm going. This is the same dog food I had the other day. 13 for 13. That's not too bad, guys. Not when it's 9 miles away. It's on the same town. Just got to drive it down. And it'll put me at $59.50 after I deliver this order, pick it up and deliver it. So about $9.40, $9.30, $9.40, I'll be at $59. And Curry knows, and any of you guys are new here, I have a goal of making $60 to $70 by 11. And that if I can do that, it's going to set me up perfectly for lunch. So yeah, I took a flyer. I did this one. It's dollar for dollar. So, and my gas tank, it doesn't eat quite as bad as others. So that takes into effect, honestly, what I take also. If I had a crappy car that sucked gas, a V6, whatever, then yeah, you're probably not taking that order. But if you got a little 4-cylinder like mine, forget about it. Why not? Let's talk about something, guys. I know Curry's here. Real disappointed. Are you still here? I see I got 2 people in here. Remember, the conversation helps too, guys. It helps get more people in here. The likes help people come in here. I'm going to give you a view of the road before I go pick this order up, guys. So what my highways look like. Yeah, I did have 120 people come in. That's pretty damn good for just starting. And as you see, as the more time we go on, we get a little bit more conversation. Like today, there's been 3 people conversating. Everybody can't stay, and I'm okay with that. I know people are busy. I know it looks like I'm speeding, guys, but I probably am. So if there's any law enforcement on here, I'm in a hurry to get things done. Yeah, these PetSmarts usually pay pretty good. $13 is good. The mileage is high, but it's still dollar for dollar. So, and you know what I tell you, Curry, these double digit orders, they're sometimes can be hard to come by. So you take them. It'll make you go up further in your price. Hey, Curry, you want to hear something dumb? You guys want to hear something crazy and stupid? Let me know. I'm gonna tell you anyways. I did my live yesterday, Curry. You were there. We had no music playing in the car at all. Just me talking. You guys chatting, but that was it. I so once I got done the live, you can upload your live for other people to watch, and I did. Tell me why SME, a recording company who manages One Direction, says gave me a copyright claim. It wasn't a strike, and it said that I could still have my video up and everything else, but said that I basically infringed on a copyright of one of um, One Direction song, "A Beautiful Way," that I never played. I had no music, so even though it wasn't affecting my video, it was still being able to be watched and played and still be able to be monetized. Um, I disputed it because, and I'm waiting for the dispute. It's crazy how they can copyright claim it within 20 minutes of me uploading it, but it's going to take 48 hours for them to review the copyright claim. And I had no music. That's what was the craziest thing. I had no music, and they said I infringed on a song from One Direction. I didn't play One Direction. I didn't sing One Direction. It's crazy. Well, we're almost at PetSmart. Thank the Lord. Trusty sanitizer. Never leave home without it. Go get this 30-pound dog food and head down the road. I do appreciate you guys coming in here. Appreciate the likes. I got some likes today. I appreciate all of them. I'm sorry. Got the wrong way, guys. Yep. Because it's the same person that apparently somebody brought them dog food, but the wrong kind. So every time in their instructions, it says, make sure you get the right dog food, please. So apparently someone got them the wrong dog food once. And from there on out, they've put it in there that, hey, we want the right dog food. Let's go get it. If you guys got any questions, talk about tipping or the DoorDash app, how the pay model is, let me know. Hello. Blue Buffalo Life Protection. Well, they have like 5 aisles of dog food, like one of cats. Tell me how fair that is. Brown chicken, brown and rice. It's adult. Hold on, guys. I'm looking, but I can't find it. I'm having trouble finding something. I'm having trouble finding that particular brand.
Okay, 30 pounds.
Chicken and brown rice.
Okay, let me look for you.
It could be right in front of my face. Or I could be looking in the wrong area. I sure as hell was
It's
looking in the
okay. I
wrong
just
area.
want to make sure that's the right one. It's the 30 pounds.
I'm so sorry.
Is this all you're getting?
Yeah, I just need to scan DoorDash. Thank you so much. Lovely people here.
You have some for me to scan.
Yes, I do. You better believe it. 70-pound bag of dog food. They better give us something to scan for these customers. Like I got cats, and I know how expensive they can be. Yeah,
It's all right there.
there we go.
Okay, 23.70.
Thank you so much. There we go. Thank you so much.
Do you need the receipt?
Have a great day. Thank you. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. I have you in my ear because carrying 30-pound dog food sucks. I'm back. I'm back. Woo, 30-pound dog food. Like I said, guys, paying $13. Going. I'm assuming it's not too far from Winchester, Curry. It's
13 minutes away, 9 miles. This part of Berryville. Closer part of Berryville is probably about 5 miles away. This one's going deep into Berryville. So. Thank you everybody for joining. If you guys haven't subscribed, if you could subscribe and like the live for dashing and talking about dash things, tips from customers, stuff like that, guys, or anything DoorDash you want to talk about. If you're a consumer and you just order DoorDash, let us know. Let's have a conversation. I'm just DoorDashing right now, trying to make some money, while trying to build our community up. Yeah, this little turn that I gotta go is not the greatest. Kind of got to stick yourself out there and cross your fingers, because the turn lane is blocked always by tractor trailers. So you got cars coming up the other way that you can't see because all the tractor trailers. But yeah, we're 11 minutes away from delivery, guys. $13. It'll take me about 8 minutes, 9 minutes to get back in my area. But I'm not the type of person that likes to decline too many double-digit orders. I like double-digit orders. And just to be clear, One Direction, I'm not playing your songs in my live, so if you could please not put a copyright out on my video, I'd appreciate that. Because you guys can do it, and it only takes 20 minutes, but it takes me 2 or 3 days to get the copyright thing lifted. So there are no music being played. Nobody needs to try to copyright me. Just here trying to dash. Talk to my fellow community members and have a good day. Get a couple subscribers. If One Direction wants to subscribe to me, though, that'd be great. So, what time do you have to come up, Curry? I don't know if you're driving or not, but what time do you got to come up to live at Old Town? Just hanging out, guys. Trying to make some money, talk to you guys, build up our community, and have good conversation. Whether it be about customers tipping, what do you think about it? Do you think tips are necessary? Do you think they're not? Do you think that this platform has gotten slow? Do you think it's picked up? Do you think it's the same? You want to talk about anything? Anything. I am here, guys, and I'm good people. I'll give you my thought on tips. I think if you order from a delivery service that charges you an absurd amount of money on a service fee, then unless like you're someone who can't get out, but if you are of all ability to get out and do what you need to do, tip. Now, I don't think people want to, that's great, but something that's reasonable with gas prices and stuff like that. I do understand there are certain situations, and that's fine. Like, I don't have to take the orders. You can almost tell what orders are tips and what aren't. You don't have to take the ones that aren't tips. And But just remember, there are situations where people can. Like they've come out in some areas, I'm not sure if my area is one of them, where people can now order groceries online with their EBT card. So obviously with those type of orders, you're more likely not getting a tip. But DoorDash usually, I would say on those ones, will take care of you and they'll make up the difference. Enough to where it makes the order worth it. To where you're not like looking at the 0 tip being like, seriously? Because there are situations where people can. Now we'll debate back and forth whether if they can't tip, then should they be ordering on a food service? That's a good question. Yeah, this is all high. Is yeah, it's dollar for dollar, 13 miles, and it was $9 from the place where I picked up, but it's dollar for dollar and it's highway miles, so like it's not going to take long to get back into my zone. And Berryville is a very small town, but they have opened up DoorDash to 2 places down here, Martin's and a place called Dollar General. So there is that chance. Like one day I came down here, delivered a $25 order, and then got a $25 order down here. Now, that will happen once every 500 orders you do down in Berryville. But there is that chance. There is that hope that you can come down, and 7-Eleven here too. So there is that chance, there is that hope that you just time it out correctly and you just so can happen to get an order down here out of your zone that will at least make you feel a little happier about not getting stuck down here and coming back for no order. But it's not a long drive either to get back into my zone. So let's go. And if you guys are coming in, even if you don't stay long, guys, if you could just subscribe and like, it'll help get this out to other people who might want to come here. Because unfortunately, you don't get pushed out when you first start a channel like that. You need some kind of energy. And for like these lives to get more people in here, that energy is to see likes, subscribe, and comments. If you guys don't plan on sticking around, if you could just like it and subscribe and at least tell YouTube there's something going on here, maybe we need to push this out to a couple other people, a couple new people, and so on and so forth. So that would help me too, even if you don't stick around. Just subscribe and like the live. It's free, guys. It's not going to cost you a penny to subscribe or to like. And you might like my content, guys. So like, just willing to give you a shot. And I'm here to support other people's channels too. If you guys got a channel, let me know in the comment below. I'm here to support. I'm not here just to get support, but I'm here to also support others. So, yeah. We are 3 minutes away. 3 minutes away. So this wasn't a bad order at all, guys. $13. The miles were about that, but not all miles are created equally, guys. You guys know if you're on the highway, you're going to get there quicker than say if you had a 10-mile in your town going through town. So just take that into consideration too when you guys are taking these orders. Is it highway mileage? Is it city mileage? Like going through town? Because that will determine how long it also takes you to deliver. And this is double-digit order. Like, it's hard to turn down these double-digit orders. because it just helps build your money. Before you know it, you're at like $80, and you're like, yeah, it might have took me a little bit longer, but I'm at $80, so that's a good thing. I appreciate everybody for coming. If you guys got any questions, please ask below. Don't be shy. I'm here. I'm nice. I think my boy Curry must be driving. Got me in the background. Someone broke down on the side of the road. They're going. They got that white flag just racing out of their side mirror window. How's everybody doing today? What do you think about tips? You think people should feel obligated to tip? Let me know. Harry Bird Highway. There we go. We're getting close. We're 1 minute away, guys. This was a good order. It's a little ways out here, but it won't take like too long to get back. But tell me what you guys think. You guys like the DoorDash app? Do you guys, as a consumer, what do you think about the way you tip? Do you tip as according to like your gas prices, or how far the orders come? Like, is the driver not coming far, so why am I not tipping, or why tip X when it's coming a mile and a half up the road? Those are all good things to ask, to talk about, because this is a big thing in my community, is tipping, and what's too much, what's not enough. What do you do with people? I need to hear from you guys. Damn, there's like 8 cars up here. If I didn't know any better, I'd swear this was a car lot. Okay, it's coming out to me. I wonder if I might have some dogs. You make one false move up here on these little mountaintops, boy, you're going down, and you are going to hurt. So, a regular run-of-the-mill black snake. Not dangerous or anything, but that thing's dead. Them dogs must have got to it. That or it died of hypothermia. You know, I got a delivery down here. So, I did get an order, $6.50 for 4 miles. So, we're going to take it. It's McDonald's down here in Berryville. I was telling you guys that it's a little deader of an area, but $6.50 for 4 miles, and I'm 3.5 miles away from there. Appreciate you guys. Let's talk down below. I look like a crazy man talking to myself. See, it'd be nice if they get this little town a little busier, because then taking orders from my area down here wouldn't be so bad. Because at least then you know you can get a couple orders before you got to come back up the road. And I just want to be back in my town by 10:30. 10:30 is when I have the ability to start getting catering orders, and I'm not getting any catering orders down here. So I will definitely be wanting to be back in my area in the next 30 minutes. But this was very nice to get this tag on order down here. And then it helps my order count too. Like, I'm over my 100, but I know if you do 100 orders a week, I know you're going to be around $600 to $700 a week. Just doing 100 orders a week, you'll be at $600 to $700 a week, and that is a really good number to be at. Like $600-700 isn't nothing to sneeze about. It's a pretty good, or it's pretty good money. Now, I've done 130 in a week, and then that obviously will take me up to about $900. So, and this really is an app where the more you do, guys, the more money you'll make. It's all about what you put into it. You guys got any questions or anything, let me know down in the chat. You see in the thing, you know what we were talking about, so just jump right in. Jump right in, is what you think about, and we'll talk about it. This is to say your opinion and not have anyone call you names or anything like that, because that don't happen here. I don't call nobody names for their opinion. I respect everyone's opinion. Just because sometimes they're not my opinions, don't mean they're not worth being respected. I respect everybody and everyone's opinions. Maybe I was raised differently. But I am here at the McDonald's, getting ready to pull in. Kept me in Berryville for $6.50, and I couldn't ask for anything better, because this is a small town that usually, once I deliver here, I'm not getting another order. I have to go back to my area. But thankfully, I got the order, so hopefully it's ready. I've never been to this McDonald's door dashing. I have no idea to expect when it comes to wait times. This will let me know further from here on out if I ever want to do orders like this at this McDonald's. So let's go and find out together. Let's see how this one is. Working.
Trying to make this DoorDash money. Trying to make this DoorDash money. Oh yeah, I've been busy. I was actually surprised I got this one because I'm in Winchester, so I had a delivery down here in Berryville, and then I got this one as soon as I dropped off. So I was like, first time I've ever been here. You guys been doing DoorDash for a while? A couple of years? I've been doing this 5 years. I ain't ever come down here. Have a good day. Thank you. Really nice people down here. Fairly quick. Only had to wait like maybe a minute. So yeah, I'll give that McDonald's a thumbs up. So good job, this McDonald's in Berryville. Tell me, guys, how are the McDonald's in your areas? Are they busy? Do you get orders fairly quickly? If you're a customer, how are your, just in general, how are your McDonald's? Are they fairly quick? Yep. I have no idea how to get out of here. This parking lot's confusing. I got some light going on here. That's what I like to see. Anyone else who's new here, give me a like, subscribe. We're having a good day today. We're having conversations. So if you guys join the conversation, I'd appreciate it. Give me someone to talk to. We talk about anything. DoorDash, not DoorDash, whatever you want to talk about, guys. This is your community. This is your time to ask whatever you want. I'm just the guy behind the camera. I want to help you guys in any way I can. Whether it's giving you tips about DoorDash, talking about DoorDash things, talking about life things. Whatever you want, man. I'm here. This is a DoorDash channel, but we can definitely talk about anything while we're here on live. If there's any content you would want to hear about, see me make a video on, let me know. We're only 2 minutes away from the delivery, so this will be a pretty quick, and then probably head back to my area because I can't see myself. I was lucky to get this order. I can't see myself getting a second order down here. So very thankful and lucky that I got this one. I cannot see a second one coming. But thank you, Berryville, for $19 of your money in 30 minutes. I appreciate that. That's the type of numbers I like to see. Yeah, this town is really backwards. It's like a square in their downtown. So it's a little difficult to drive on these down here because honestly, you don't know where something's going and when something ends. I have a little bit of experience down here because I used to work at a furniture rental place. So I used to have to come down here and try to collect payments and stuff like that. That was not a glorious job, to say the least. You hate to have to be the person that's going there and saying, hey, we need money, or I need to come in here and get your stuff. And some of the stuff is heartbreaking. Refrigerators, wait for people to do laundry, like washers and dryers. And I didn't feel bad for TVs and gaming and stereo systems and stuff like that. You know better than that. If you can't afford it, don't get it. But I did feel bad having to repossess like people's fridges and beds even and laundry stuff. So yeah, it wasn't a fun job to have, to say the least. I like this job. I don't have to be the bad person. Just a guy. I'm the guy that gets to bring people their food and they're happy when they're eating. That's a job I can get down with. Okay, I see where I'm delivering to. It's a big loop. It's a big loop. Dang, yes, 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 yes. I got you. That must be my cousins. My cousins just working on roofs, playing their music. Roof work going. I love being Hispanic and being in a group of like Spanish speaking people because obviously I look white as white can get, and they don't think I speak Spanish. And then they're talking, they're doing their thing, and next thing I know, I start speaking Spanish to them, and they look at me like I got flaming turds coming out of my mouth. They're like, so where I'm at, guys, right now, because this is a DoorDash channel, I'm at 59.50, and the customer just texted me telling me to have a great day. That's awesome. But see, I like that part where the customer, oh, I made $66. Sorry, I'm at $66, and it's 9:52. And I tell you guys, I like to be at 60 to 70 by 11. So I've got a little bit of a drive now to get back to my area, and my area is flat red as red can get. But it was worth it. My overall money is exactly where I want it to be. It's ahead of schedule actually, so it's going to take me about 15 minutes now to get back to my spot because I drove a little deeper with that second order into Berryville. So it's going to take me about 15 minutes to get back to my area, which is perfect timing because I'll get there around the time I'm going to need to start getting catering orders. If there's out there, I'll get one. Now, I don't know if it's going to be out there, but we're going to hope. Guys, talk to me. Oh, they got the Girl Scout girls selling cookies. Check that out. I love that. My daughters were Girl Scouts for years. I can't show it, but give it a second. We got some Girl Scouts selling some cookies. I love that right there with their little booth up. If I was stopping, I swear, if I was down there, I'd get my buy a box just because I like to support. My daughter's wearing Girl Scouts, so I like that. If I had a couple dollars on me, I'd go, well, used to be a couple dollars. If I had like $7 on me now, I'd buy a box of Girl Scout cookies. I remember my daughter sitting at those same booths for hours trying to sell, well, not trying, selling cookies. Everybody, if you're new here, if you could like the live and subscribe to my channel, we're just talking about everything that is anything. If you guys could talk to me down in the chat, whatever you want to talk about, I'm here. No opinion is a stupid opinion. You're not going to get roasted for your own opinion. I respect people's opinions. So, like, what's people's thoughts on tips? That seems to be a hot spot topic for DoorDash. Is some dashers blatantly refusing to do orders that have no tip, which is good. I mean, that's their business. What do you think about that? Should customers tip? Like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. $66, and it's 9:54, guys. I'll get back in my area about 10:10, 10:15. So I've always said $60 to $70 by 11 is where I want to be. It's where I need to be to ensure that I'm going to have a really good day. 100% have to be at that $60 to $70 mark, and I'm at 66 right now. So tell me how you guys do in the morning, like, or when you start your day off, because I started at 7:30. So 10:30 for me will be 3 hours. And if you make your $20 an hour, you should be at $60. And sometimes don't worry so much about that 20 an hour because you'll have some short hours, but you'll have hours that were really good that overcompensate for, say, like a $15 and $15 you made in like your first hour or second hour. You'll have hours where you make $25, $30. The most I ever made in 1 hour doing this was $150. It was one order. It was a catering order. It was an IHOP. It was on Sunday. It was to a business, and it took me 45 minutes to do one order. Paid me $150. Needless to say, I went back home and relaxed and ate some cereal after that order. So yeah. So guys, talk. How's everybody doing today? I hope everyone's doing well. Is everybody here? On our way back to my area. Real interested to see how this day goes, guys. We're at $66 even right now. My acceptance rate is where I'd like to see where I'm at. It was at 70. Probably still is. Hey, I'm at 71. We're getting further away from that 70%. And I'll need that when I want to decline an order when it's absolutely caca. If you guys have any questions, please do me a favor, hit subscribe. It's free. Um, Also, let's have some questions down below. Let's talk. Let's conversate. I'm working. I'm doing some DoorDash right now, trying to get back to my area. But I like conversations, guys. It helps me have some good content, banter back and forth with you guys, and the subscribers will help me tremendously get more people in here. Not just subscribers will come in here; it'll be new people that will find me for the first time, and you'll be a part of the reason why by subscribing and liking the live. My area is busy. Just need to get back to it. I am about 5 minutes away from my area, and I'm at $66 in 2.5 hours, guys. So we're having a really good morning. And taking that 13 for 13 paid off really well, because then when I was in that little town, it gave me a 650 for 4 miles. I got it done real quick because it was right around the corner from where I picked up. So yeah, what do you guys think about the DoorDash tips, stuff like that? Are you in favor of people not tipping? Are you in favor of people tipping reasonably? Almost there. It technically says I'm in my area. I'm zoned back up, but this is where I'm trying to get to. See that red? And you see that little arrow? That arrow is where I'm at, and that red is where I'm trying to get to, as close as I can. How's everyone doing today? If you're new, could you subscribe? Drop a comment below. Tell me where you're from. What do you want to talk about? We'll talk about anything, guys. Hit that subscribe at the top. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about tips in this time. Let's talk about gig work. If you're a gig worker, do you multi-app? I'm hoping for a real good order, whether it be shop and pay, a great food order, good shop and pay, something. Now I'm back in my area. Guys, talking to help out this community tremendously. Also, the tips. What do you think? Drop some comments below, guys. I am here. My schedule, I start my work day at 7. Then I stop around 7:45 in the morning. I go take my daughter to school. And if anyone who dropped their kids off, you know that that can take a little while to get out of the school. And then I get back on about 8:10, and I work until anywhere from 2:30. Depends on my day. Do I stop when I reach my goal? Most of the time, yeah. Now my goal is to make over $100 to be able to pay the bills I need to pay. Now, if I get a catering order, say first thing in the morning, and it pays me $84, am I going to stop, or am I going to stop early? No. But I like to make in that neighborhood of about $140 a day. Now, I stop early sometimes as long as I make that money, because I'm working 6-7 days a week. So I'm not going to burn my body out working 10, 12 hours a day every day. for month on end, and then have to take a couple days off because my body's just taking a poop. You know what I mean? So I do stop when I reach my goal, but my goal can vary anywhere from 110 to $150. Um, and it also depends on how I feel and how early. Like I've made $140 by 11. Am I going to stop then? No, I'll still work until 12:30, 1 o'clock. So it just really depends. Hey, if you can like the live CPRE, we have 3 likes. Try to get that 4th one. And if anybody is here and want to talk down here, man, any questions, I'm here to answer them. But like right now, I'll tell you this. I've been on for 2 hours and 4 minutes, 2 hours and 7 minutes, sorry. And I'm at $66 right now. And I got $5 on. For me, thank you for liking it. When my theory is if I get to $60 to $70 by 11, because I start at 7, even with that 30 minutes that I take off to take my daughter to school, I need to be at $60 to $70 by 11 o'clock. Because if I can do that well for breakfast, lunch is going to take me off. I'm going to do just fine for lunch. So I can make that same amount of money in 2 hours and then be at $140, $150, and I'm good. Like, it's all about the orders you take. Like I just took one $5, 2.4 miles. I took it. I took 2 orders before that people would have questioned. I took a $13 PetSmart, one item. It was a bag of dog food for 13 miles, but it was highway miles. And it's a small town. I didn't expect to get another order when I was there. After I dropped that off for $13, I got a $6.50 for 4 miles. So I made $19 in about 35 minutes and made it back to town. And I have this Starbucks on right now. It's going to pay me $5. So after this order, I'll be at $71 probably by 10:20 after delivering it. So I'm right at where I want to be, a little ahead of schedule, which is good because you could have a slower hour. So this makes up for if I have a slow hour, I don't have to worry about only making $12 or $13 that hour because I made almost $30 in 1 hour. So yeah, it's always good. If you're going to work a lot, CPRE, it would be good to set a money goal, and it would be good to stop sometimes when you hit that money goal because you're going to want to work the next day and you don't want to kill your body doing it. You know what I mean? So absolutely. Thank you, sir. Have a good day, buddy.
Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. I appreciate it.
Yeah, they're awesome here.
Yeah, man.
Yes. Give me DoorDash.
Yeah, for Kimberly. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Yeah, these people here at Starbucks are awesome. Amazing people here. They're awesome people. They're on top of you. Normally, one person will ask you what you need, and then someone will come over the top of them and be like, "Hey, I absolutely will. Thank you so much. You too." Got my order. But yeah, that's what I would do. Set a money goal, and if you can get done early, if you're going to be working 6, 7 days a week, I remember our talk earlier. You saying that you were trying to make $1,000 a week, which you can. It's all about what you put into it. But if you're going to have really good days, you got to know when to be like, all right, let me go rest my body so I can get ready for the next day. Because the next day might not be a great day and you might have to work longer that day. And if you have to work longer that day, you want to know the day before or a couple days earlier that it went well and I didn't have to work as long as I am right now. So it equals out. Because the day or the week that I made $1,000, I worked 36 hours. I believe it was 36 hours. So and I do these lives so you can honestly see what I'm making in real time. Like you can see my videos and you're like, okay, I see he did hit orders. But in real time, you can see what I'm doing, what I'm taking, and kind of formulate your own opinion and maybe use the strategy I make that I have and use it for your own, because sometimes it can be rough. Sometimes you got to go out there and kind of make these orders happen. Sometimes I'll sit around for a little bit if I'm not getting an order, but if I'm continually not getting an order, I'm going to push to go try to find orders by running around hot spots and stuff like that, and just places where there's food. Because I think that's more important than hot spots, is going places where there's food. But yeah, I work 6, 7 days a week. 7 o'clock is when I start. Drop my daughter off at 8 o'clock, but it takes until about 8:15, and I got to stop about 7:35, 7:40, depending on what part of town I'm on, to get her there, because she loves coming with me and door dashing in the mornings. She gets up early, gets ready, feeds, and sometimes I'll take her to breakfast while we're working. Um, and she loves it. She loves door dashing with me. So, and she's a little older. She's 10, so she has a great time with it. And she's like, "Daddy, please let me deliver this order." I'm like, "All right, baby." I'll be right there with her. And she goes, delivers the order, and she's hopping and skipping when she's done, just happier than a pig in shit. So yeah, and and the quality time, because you got to work, so you try to spend as much time with your kid, and it helps when your kid likes to come do this with you. So it's awesome. And those are the days too that I'll make my money and then stop. And it seems like every once in a while she's like my good luck charm. Like, I'll get some catering. One day she was with me for breakfast before she went to school, and I lied to you not, I got 3 catering orders back to back to back from IHOP. Went and got a catering order, dropped it off. My thing went off, catering order. Same IHOP. Went back 3 times, and it all went to different parts of the hospital. So by the time that was all said and done, I made $130 and 3 orders. Still got her to school on time, and that day I went on to make like $300, because at that point my goal wasn't money; it was a time goal. Because sometimes I'll switch up and do a time goal. It won't be a money goal. It'll be, I'm working until 2 o'clock, no matter what. And then once you push that in your head, no matter how much money you made, you already impression that you're staying out until 2 o'clock. I don't care if you've made $150, $200 by then. You're staying out. So we're 2 minutes away from this delivery, and then I'll be at $71. And like I said, about 10:20, but looks like I'm gonna drop this off at 10:15. So this day has been good. Anybody have any other questions? I'm here. And what do you think, C3, about the tips? Like, as someone who I'm sure has tipped, and someone who's door dashing, like, do you believe in taking the orders with no tips? Are you, or are you letting those go? Do you think there should be some kind of um, onus on the customer that orders a service to tip? Should there be like a mandatory minimum tip, like $1? Just a mandatory, hey, you're gonna have to tip at least $1. Like, what do you think? Because these are all things that we've bounced around and that I've thought about, and I'm honestly, I'm just curious what other people think. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. We're having a good day. About to be at $71, and it's only 10:15. I've been out for 2 hours and 45 minutes. So this is going really good. Really good day so far.
The customer requested you leave the order at their door.
Hopefully it stays that
Here
way.
are the following instructions. Leave at my door.
Got to be $1 per mile. You'll hear some other people talking about $2, $3, $4 a mile. Maybe they live in Miami, Los Angeles, New York, like a monster city, to where between the traffic and everything else, that if they tried to do a dollar for a dollar like we do, it would kill their bottom line. It'd kill their gas tank. It would just kill everything. Um, yeah, my opinion with that is some people have tough times and no problem. I'll do the orders as long as they're mile for mile, but I do personally believe if somebody is going to order a service and they know someone's delivering and they know gas sucks sometimes and what have you, I do believe that you should tip. It doesn't have to be much. It can be a dollar, but something that lets the dasher know that their time wasn't completely not appreciated. Um, that's why I was asking if you think it should be like a minimum. I personally think there should be like a minimum $1 tip because I think as long as the us drivers are seeing something, because there was one day I don't know what happened. It was a couple of years ago, but there was one day that literally I think I did like 18 orders in one day, and like 14 of them were no tips. Like now, DoorDash made up for it enough to where I took the orders and I still had a good day. But I went home and just looked at some of the orders and I'm like, no tip for 14 out of 18 deliveries. I said, now I made my money, but if they would have tipped, if more of them would have tipped than didn't, I would have had a $200 day. I think I ended that day at like 130. And normally if I do 17 deliveries, I'm between 150 and 170. So, yeah. And everybody new here, subscribe up top, like the live, comment below. What do you think about DoorDash in general? Just tipping, not tipping. Um, what schedule you guys have? What do you guys work? What do you guys like to work? Do you guys like to do dollar for dollar? I just got another order, 550 for 2 miles. See, this is what I'm talking about. These 550 for 2 miles, McDonald's, they go quick. I can do 5 of those in an hour, and that's $25 that hour. Like that is a big part of it. If you know that your McDonald's or any store is quick and it's a diamond it's a platinum order, so it's one of their better orders that they say. I can do 5 of these in an hour because my McDonald's is really quick. Um, and they're close to the delivery spot. So yeah, I will eat these $5 for 2 miles all day long. Like I do know people that won't take an order for less than $6 or $7. Like they're not starting their car for less than $6 or $7. I don't have that type of I don't have that type of concern. Like this is 550, 2.4 miles, and it's a mile and a half to get to the store, which means it's a mile from the store to the delivery. Like I'll take these all day. And like I've showed you guys, I'm 50 on. It's 10:20. I'm 10 minutes away from being on 3 hours. So I'm making well over $20 an hour. So there is something to taking some of these smaller orders because like I told you, I took a 13 for 13 and then got a 650 while I was down in that small town. Basically made $19.50 in 35 minutes. It's almost your $20. And I got these ones. I'm still in that hour. So like in this hour, I've made $29. So like you can't ask for anything better than that. You really can't. And they're not always going to be days like that. So take advantage of the days when you have them like that. So do you know about the old DoorDash pay model? How they used to pay DoorDash? How and I kind of liked it. I mean, for the end of the day, my money was the same then than it is now. But DoorDash used to pay differently. Do you know how they used to pay? Do you want to know? Because a lot of the new people have no idea there was a different pay model. I'm hoping to get some catering orders. I hope if I get a catering order, that'll make my day even that much better. I ain't being greedy, but hey, if I'm gonna be out here, give me a catering order. We're about at that catering order time. So yeah, and if anybody's in here and doesn't know about the old DoorDash model, let me know and I'll tell you what it is, what it was, I should say. Sanitizer running low. I gotta go buy a bottle. Almost at McDonald's, guys. I am literally right at the light. As soon as I get through this light, I'll be there. So it's pretty short pickup and it's even shorter delivery. So can't complain, guys. I like it. I like it a lot. 76.50 after this. Got to walk a little ways to the store. The parking lot is full. On a side note, this is the McDonald's I was sitting and eat that, and someone crashed through the door with their car, like literally came inside the building. It was crazy. Craziest shit I've ever seen. Does anybody know about the old DoorDash model? And anyone news here, if you could subscribe up top, I appreciate it. Here at the McDonald's.
What's up, bro?
Hey, what's going on, man?
How you doing?
Not too bad. How's DoorDash treating you?
It's treating me.
Yeah, I hear you, man. It's a fellow DoorDasher. Don't make all the money. What's going on, Ann? You waiting for the cookies? Yeah. I got you.
Do you need butter or jelly? I mean jelly or salt and pepper. Grape or strawberry.
Just waiting on the order.
No. Hold on, don't fill that one up. That was supposed to be for
Cookies. Gracias. Hola.
Ahorita lo arrepentiré ella, okay? Hey, Ann. Hey, customer first.
Speaking of customer service, first, how about the cookies?
With pancakes or without? With pancakes? Okay. I need Spanish. Can you change spots with me? She can tell.
How are you doing, man? You know, I can't complain. Gotta love it. Takes a special person to work at fast food. I did it for 15 years. I ain't so special anymore. I come pick up some orders, but I ain't working it no more. I appreciate you. Thank you. You too. Thank you. Bye. I got my order. What do you think about that? Did you guys just hear that? Employee was trying to take an order and said, I need Spanish. and walked off helping the customer. Crazy. And these are some of the things that I see, and I'm like, what's going on today, guys? I can't believe that. She literally said, I need Spanish, and walked off helping the customer because they spoke Spanish and she couldn't understand it. She didn't tell them to hold on, go like this. That's a universal language for giving me 1 minute. My girl said, I need Spanish, and walked off. What do you guys think about that? That's crazy. Crazy. Took me a couple minutes longer to get my food, but after seeing what I just saw, I can understand why. I need Spanish, and she walked off helping the customer. Wow. Did you guys hear that? Was anybody here when that happened? It's crazy. Insane. Sometimes my be patient, it glitches when I get a phone call or something, guys. So sorry for the interruption. Let me get over before I can't. I need Spanish. Wow. That's crazy, guys. That's not a first for me, but it still kind of shocks me every time I see something like that. If you guys weren't here, basically what happened was a lady at McDonald's is helping a Spanish guy at the counter, and within like 5 seconds, she said, instead of telling him like this, all Spanish people know what that means. She looked at him and said, or she walked away and yelled out loud, I need Spanish, switch with me, and walked off as she was saying. So, yeah, that's crazy. But back on us, we are 76.50 as soon as I drop this off, guys. We're having a really good day. It's 10:30. As soon as I get this delivered, I've been delivering for 3 hours. And I'm at 76.50 in 3 hours. Obviously, you guys can do math. It is more than $20 an hour. And that's where you want to be, guys. You want to be at more than 20 an hour. Depending on your market, you might want to be at 30 an hour. I've done that from time to time. I'll have an hour or two throughout the day where I'll have a $30 hour. That's not that far off now. Consistently, I don't live in that big of a market where I'm doing consistent $30 hours, but I can do one, maybe two. So tell me about your market. Hey, you guys do $30 hours consistently once in a while? I'd like to know. Don't worry, I'm not going to come to your market and work. I'm just curious.
Following instructions. Leave at my door.
Man, some of these places are hard to get to, guys. I got to pull around and get to it. Yeah, these are not the easiest places to get to sometimes. I'm going to have to leave you in the car for a half a second, guys, because, yeah, I'm in the middle of the road almost. All right, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. All right, order's done. We are 76.50 in 3 hours, guys. 3 hours made. Anyone who's new in here, if you could like and subscribe to this live, I would appreciate it. But yeah, that was crazy. I just watched the craziest stuff happen. Waiting on the next order, guys. Hopefully it'll come soon. I'd like to get one more before 11. This way I can do the $80 by 11. I always say I want to be at 60 to 70. If I can be at 80, that's going to tell me a lot about my day. So I hope you guys are here to join me. Hope you guys are here for the day. About appreciate it, guys. Is it going to be easier to get out this way or that way? I'm going to kind of stick myself out again because I don't know. I can't see. Coming on these roads that have people parked on both sides of the roads because that's the only thing they have. Yeah. So you kind of got to stick yourself out in the road to what's going on. See if you can go. What do you think, guys, about that? I just witnessed a customer being rudely helped. You guys see that a lot, where a lot of the employees, or some of the employees, or one of the employees, are real rude to the customer, or you for. And if you guys can't catch me live and you're watching this, thank you for joining me. I appreciate that. I hope you can take away some good tips from what I'm doing. And I just want to show you right now, my town's not that busy. It looks like the only, well, some areas of my town are. You see where I'm at, and I'm at that blue little arrow and that little strip of red. I don't like that other pocket of red because that's in some area that their restaurants can suck. I mean, I'll do them if they give them to me no matter where I'm at, but as long as they pay well. But sometimes they can be in some areas that I'm like, man, really? Like, that's what we're doing today? So it's 10:34, guys. Let's make this money. I'm here with you guys. This is what my town be looking like. Got that pedestrian, biker, just chilling. Tom, what's your biggest problem with restaurants? As a DoorDasher, or as a consumer, what's your biggest problem with DoorDash? Let me know below. The chat will help. I just got an order, $6.50 for 2.7 miles, guys. So I'm gonna hit my $80 mark by 11. So I am definitely off to a resounding start, guys. Ladies and gentlemen. Is anyone still here? Drop a comment below. I'm headed to a little mom and pop cafe shop. They're pretty good with their order. Yeah, I'm gonna be at $83 in 3.5 hours, guys. Yeah, this is a great day so far. And a couple of these orders were small orders, guys, or large, or $13 for 13 miles. So, like, they all weren't pretty, to say the least. And they set me up to be in the next spot to get another good order. This is why I tell you, DoorDash, their algorithm understands that you're taking some orders that aren't the sexiest. So then they're going to set you up later for good orders. So remember that. I believe in karma. And I believe because this is an algorithm, the algorithm knows you're taking what you're taking and what you're not taking. And if they see you're taking a lot more than others, then you're going to get more than others when it comes to the good orders. So Let's keep this going. See if I got a parking spot. That's the only bad part about coming here. There's one parking spot right up front. If not, you're crossing the street. Thankfully, I do have a parking spot. So let's now cross our fingers and hope this order's ready, because this one, they can be iffy sometimes. Great people here though. They're awesome people. They're mom and pop place. They're amazing people. So let's hope that this order's ready. Hello. Oh, yes.
All right, friends, yeah, just a minute. Get there. Here for pickup.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's see.
Cooper. I didn't want to reach over anybody. Absolutely. Thank you. Have a great day. Could you close that door behind me? I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. I got my hands full. Just hit my head on my car like a dummy. A little traffic. Can't get in my car yet because other cars are coming close to hitting me. This is my downtown, it can be tight. But we got the order. We're gonna get this delivered way before 11, I believe. 440 Wharton Circle. That's over by my house a little bit, like towards the middle of my house. So yeah. Well, that's sad. I had someone unsubscribe. Oh well. It happens. Can't keep them all. So I've got 2 subscribers today. Which is pretty good. Just on this delivery, guys. I appreciate everyone who's come in here, subscribed, liked, talked. Just come here, sit, see what's going on here for a minute.